day has been going really well. It was very hot in the morning, but now the clouds have come for a bit of a respite. So perfect time to tell you how the day has gone. So first 2-3 sessions were honest. First 2 sessions were very rusty from my side, and oh, the sun's come out now from my side, and it was just me, just not getting along with anything and everything. I haven't been here for 2 years, and it was feeling very rusty. I actually went off in the first session, so I'm going to show you the footage now of me going off. There's no point showing you any lap times or any laps in the morning. It was just the first session, it was pointless. But let me show you when I actually come off one of the corners. I can't remember the names of all the corners, and then one of the instructors actually met me later on as well. He goes, "Did you go off?" And you just, he goes, I said, "Yes." He goes, "I can't believe it was a wet, dew-filled grass and you never came off your bike." And I'm like, you know what? I just left my body relaxed. And I'll show you the footage now and I'll tell you about it in a bit. Well, there you were. So I always say one thing to everyone. I think I said that a year and a half ago at Donington Park when I went into deep gravel, but came out pretty okay. And then Snetterton after that a year later. I think when you go off like that, you just got to forget all the crash videos you've ever seen on YouTube. You don't need to have your life turn around in front of you. All you got to do is relax your body and don't brake, and you'll come out of the other way pretty okay. So that was a bit of a morning incident. Secondly, as I came on the track, I tried to not be on the racing line straight away, but then I went onto the racing line and I straight away saw my fuel light, so I just raised my hand, but I was on the racing line, so there was a chap who wasn't very pleased with me, so I do apologize sincerely. And if you've seen the Snetterton vlog, I've already been out of fuel, and I just straight away saw the fuel light. I came in. I just didn't want to have another kind of incident where I'm standing on the side of the track, and without a fuel. It just looks a bit silly. So yeah, apologies to that guy. But yeah, in the morning, like I said, it was a bit rusty, but okay. And second session as well, a bit rusty. The best thing about the second session was that I spotted the cameraman at the mountain, and there were so many people on that kind of second session that I was like, oh, I'm not going to get a clear lap here, so might as well have some clear kind of run to the mountain, and hopefully he's captured some great pics. Anyways, track day is going pretty smoothly. Normally I always have some issues to report, so that blipper issue I'm getting, it wasn't an issue today. Once or twice it did a bit of an issue, and I think I just need to speak to the Italian guys and probably reduce the sensitivity of the blipper, which is probably not getting along with these new Extreme Company's rear sets. I don't want to talk about it too much because on every track day I mention this. Front wheel is jamming slightly, not jamming, but it's not as free. So I'll show you a footage now. I've got BSD carbon wheels with ceramic bearings, and you will see in the footage how beautifully free the ceramic bearings make the wheel move if there is no friction. We have got no brake pressure on there, calipers are slightly loose, so I just wanted to show you how beautifully these ceramic bearings, the wheel keeps going round and round, it just doesn't stop. And then after that, great chap Martin Thornley from the YouTube channel Winning Inters, you can check him out. He puts full track sessions on his YouTube channel. Anyways, he sorted my calipers out. I'm not very mechanically minded, so the wheel felt pretty good after that. It was better than before. So then I went on to the third session, and it was a pretty good session. And I think I can show you some laps, hopefully, of the third session. I don't know what lap times I'm doing. Again, the GPS here is not very good. I2M says 1 minute 41. I don't believe it. I don't really look at live lap timing when I'm on the track anyways. It puts me off. So I'd rather go home and do all that. And yeah, hopefully I can show you a lap or two from the third session. So lunchtime is officially now. So after that there was fourth session, and I realized in the fourth session in the morning just before lunch that I got stuck in a bit of a traffic jam, and I was behind them for about 2-3 laps, and I just decided to come in because there's no point behind 6-7 people. You're going to overtake one, then you're going to overtake the second one, then you're going to overtake the third one. By that time the whole session's finished, so I'd rather save my energy. This is meant to be a 2-day track event. I'm only here for 1 day. So I'm hoping a lot of these 2-day boys are going to give up by 3 o'clock. So hopefully we're going to get 2 clear sessions in the end. And even last time when I was here 2 years ago, I had I think a 1 minute 44 in the last 2 sessions. So I'm really hoping for the last 2 sessions, hopefully we get some clean laps. So now let's show you some footage from lunchtime. Welcome back everyone. I thought I'll come here at this place where I recorded the video for the first time in 2019 when I came to Cadwell Park. This is only my second time here, and I just wanted to show you this place, not the bins, but behind me. And this is what I wanted to show you. Look at that beautiful countryside in the middle of the racetrack. And if it wasn't for the generators in the background, all you can hear is birds chirping, and that is the most beautiful part about British racetracks. In the countryside, when you approach them, you get a bit of country roads to get you in the mood, and when you come here, when it's quiet and serene, it's just this in the background, and then you go up and down to these amazing racetracks, and this is what really gets me going. You know, there's no other feeling. I mean, I'm just out of words sometimes. You know, you come to these amazing British racetracks, which I don't think there's anywhere in the world you get so many racetracks in such a small island. I mean, you can thank some World War II airstrips and stuff like that, and a bit of the history we've got with wars and all sorts. But you know, they didn't make multi-block houses or apartments in those places. They converted those airstrips into a lot of these tracks, like Snetterton or a few other racetracks. You know, so I thought I'll just add this. You know, as soon as I came to this part, it just reminded me of my first ever Cadwell vlog. All right, I wanted to show you something else as well. So this, not the toilets, but this place. So when people are going out to the racetrack, there are no pits here. There's no pit lane, there's no pits. There is an assembly area, which they call, and then obviously you come in from that side once you've done your lap, hence it says no entry, but you go in this way, and that's that little scrutineering hut you see is where they sound test you. I was thinking they're going to sound test underneath that hut, but that will increase the noise, but they don't. They actually do it a bit away from that. So yeah, I thought I'll walk here. If you've never been to Cadwell Park, or even if you have been to Cadwell Park, look at the beauty of this. I mean, look at that. You know, that is the Cadwell Mountain. Behind that, you know, I hope I can go there and show you the actual mountain. And maybe I can actually go on the racetrack and show you how steep the mountain is. So here we're going, this is where everyone assembles in a line here, all the way to the back. And then people are obviously, once they've seen your, and I really like this pink thing because it reminds me of a marathon of a cancer aid or something like that. So yeah, so this is where everyone assembles. You know, today we're in the advanced group, which is a pink group, and then people are led by, this is Dean Ellison, who is ex-British superbike rider. He coaches people for £600 a day, and it's absolutely worth it because he's really, I mean, one of my mates in 3 sessions went 3 seconds quicker in Brands Hatch. Ben Varley, big shout out to you. But that is Dean Ellison, you know, and he does a really, really good job, Dean. So I thought I'll show that, and let me see if they allow me on the racetrack. Gentlemen, what are the chances of me going to the mountain and just showing how steep the mountain is on the camera? Now, yeah, can I go? Am I allowed to?
I assume so.
Yeah?
I mean, just, you need a bib on. You need like a medium. I'm going to tell you.
Oh,
go on, yeah.
Yeah, you can come with me if you want. Oh, cool. Thank you.
That's all right, mate. It is quite steep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. People don't realise how steep it is until you actually put the camera on the floor.
Pictures don't do it justice.
Exactly.
You've got to get the right angle.
Yeah. So this is where people, sometimes they have noise testing here, but this is where we were gathered in the morning, because they've started to do the briefing in the mornings here now for 5 minutes. You do your briefing online, but you still have to come here and do it. And there's some amazing photos and stuff which I showed you earlier at the start of the video. And now I really want to show you, I'm really going to show you the mountain from a different angle. Yeah? We ready?
If you go up to the main office and get permission, I'm not too sure if it'll...
Is it?
Just that one up there, you see that building?
Okay, here I am at the mountain, and the best thing is there's someone cutting grass here. So I've been given exclusive permission to be at the mountain to show you exactly how steep this is. So hopefully we're going to get a good picture of the mountain, of the elevation change, oh my goodness, this is, you know what, this must be a story and a half, if not 2 stories high. Let me show you. Let me show you if I can get the angle right. So this is the bottom of the mountain. This is where we start accelerating and get some amazing shot. And I'll show you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hope the camera is catching this. That is how tall, as you might have seen in the VSB videos. And now, if we walk this way, you will really see. And if I put the camera this way, you will know what I'm on about. You can't see anything whatsoever. Now that would be a right bike height here. And as soon as you reach this point, where always a photographer there or here, if you notice a photographer, then you have an even better wheelie. So, and that's where the people obviously watch. If I can focus, that's where everyone stands to appreciate your wheelies. And yeah, so I thought I'd really show you the mountain in detail. And look at that, how low that part is compared to this part. Hopefully you like that little bit of an insight. I better go now because in 25 minutes I'm supposed to be on the racetrack. And let's block this and I'm out. Massive thank you to Cadwell Park's management for letting me in. Massive thank you. And this is the part. So once you're done with your track, you can either go to the mountain and carry on with your lap, or you can come back in through this little way, which I can show you through my GoPro, and you go back to the I call it the recreational area because there's no pits. That's a little bit of a grandstand there. Oh, I can hear some bikes start up. I better go because I should be on next, and last 3 sessions are quite important. So yes guys, I hope you found that interesting. Look how out of breath I am. I know I'm not that fit, but I'm not that bad, and going up and down the mountain twice is hard work. That's why that is one of the most iconic corners in the whole of motorbike circuit world, along with your Laguna Seca corkscrew. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit because I gotta go and get ready for the last 3 sessions. Cheers guys. Welcome back, guys. A bit of a different look. I hope you can see me. The sun's in the back, so you probably can't see me as clearly as I would like to. Anyways, lots of people ask me about the decals on my bike. So number one, the decals are done by Sublime Designs. If you haven't seen that video, you know, of transforming this bike from a normal Aprilia livery to a Chasing Tents livery, you should check that video out. I'll leave it in the description. However, one question I get asked all the time, every single time I post my pictures on any social media, is this: why do I have these two mascots on my bike? So first of all, big shout out to apworkshops.co.uk. They are in Tamworth. Griff Woolley, he does a brilliant job when it comes to Aprilia. So two people I really respect when it comes to Aprilias is John Coughlin from Bikers World in East Grinstead, and Griff Woolley from AP Workshops. Anyways, these two mascots, let me put the camera down a bit. These two Cantonese or Chinese looking mascots are from Trackday Genius app. So all my lap times you see, so I don't do live timing. I always have a problem with the i2M. I think there is some problem with its GPS anyways, so all my lap timing is done through this app, Trackday Genius, and I thought I'll pay a little bit of a tribute to them, because whenever I'm stuck, they've always come to the rescue, Trackday Genius. So if I'm stuck and I can't really get the telemetry right, you know, I just email them the footage and they sort everything out. So I thought, why not pay a bit of tribute and put that on rest. To be honest, I get a lot of questions asked about the livery, so let me just sort the camera out. So rest is quite simple. I've got Aprilia there on the top of the tank. Let me see if I can move that top. That's Aprilia Chasing Tents on the side. YouTube, of course, you know, I just put YouTube there. RSV4 RF, AP Workshop sticker, Sublime Design sticker, the two mascots of Trackday Genius app, the telemetry app. Then you've got my name, Abby, and 23 is my number, and Aprilia, and RRPS, you know, and Road Race Performance Shropshire, and Bike HPS there, you know, which I unfortunately sometimes I lean a bit too much and the decals suffer. And on the sides I've got all-ins which I use. I've got an FGR 1650 kit, and then Thermo Race and i2M obviously. So and on the right side is the same livery. So I've kept things quite simple. On the back, just my number and my name, and just try to make it less complicated. That GPS, I really need to sort that out. Something's not right. It's not marrying very well with the i2M. And yeah, this thing as well, a lot of people ask me about the brake reservoir. So normally a brake reservoir comes from the RCS and sits somewhere here. So that used to bother me a lot, especially when I used to do handle lock. So PCR Performance, Paul Curran, who is the team principal of OMG Racing British Superbike team, he very kindly got me a bracket made, which not only gives me clear view, doesn't get in the way, and my reservoir sits very plush here on the side. And obviously Aprilias don't have the second reservoir like Ducatis. So the Brembo clutch perch on the other side, I don't think that's hydraulic. Yeah. So rest, you've seen this pretty much anyways. I've shown you this at Silverstone videos. But yeah, I bought some 3D printed stop locks, because when I had a crash, my right stop lock, the handle lock, broke. So all credit to my mate Gogo Gomez, who's transformed this bike, and he looks after the bike in the winter time for me. So yeah, hopefully you like these little different bits and bobs which I don't show very often. I'm a bit of a shy guy when it comes to showing off the bike and the parts and stuff like that. One day, I promise you, I get this asked a lot, I promise you guys that I will make a proper video showcasing the whole bike, all the parts and everything. I promise you that. Welcome back, guys. A bit of a different setting to what you normally see on my videos. Normally you see me kind of making a video from my front living room with that big mirror in the background and that Chesterfield chair. But not all things can be remembered on a track day, and I can't film everything and anything on a track day. Sometimes I'm doing the editing in this editing room slash my work room, because I have a daytime job in a bank and I work in this room, but then I edit after the work is finished. So not all things can be done on a track. So I do stuff like everybody else. I take my warmers off, I refuel the bike, I check everything, and then I go out. So in the middle of all that, I try to record or drone or do as much as possible. So sometimes when I'm editing the video, I'll spot one or two things and I'll mention that on the video. So what I really want to mention here is I'm having a bit of a ding-dong with my good friend Martin Thornley. I mentioned earlier he has a similar YouTube channel, but he puts full session videos rather than me doing bits and bobs and editing here and there. So he puts full session videos on his channel. You can check him out. It's in the description. Anyway, so I'm having a bit of a ding-dong with him, and I overtake him at quite a decent speed just before approach of the first turn. But then I calm down a little by 5%, and that's my fault completely, because once you overtake someone, you should have that rhythm continued on the next corner. Once you overtake someone, they can get sucked into you, with a bit of slipstreaming, natural slipstreaming, a bit of hole in the air and stuff like that. So you mustn't calm down at all once you overtake someone, because it can lead to them crashing into the back of you. And this is what you're going to see in this video, that I overtake him. And then I he nearly crashes into the back of me, but that is my fault for slowing down slightly. And I didn't slow down too much, but it can make a difference. So here's the clip. Hope it makes sense. Hi guys, just adding this clip on. I found some very interesting footage of a little bit of a fast, busy traffic at Cadwell. Now, anyone can overtake kind of in the morning with slow traffic at this kind of skinny track like Cadwell. But I think it was the second last session, and to find some half decent guys and to sieve through traffic and find the right places to overtake is the key at Cadwell. So there was, and also not to be frustrated or angry if someone overtakes you kind of a little bit aggressively, which you will see, and that's absolutely fine. These things are fantastic. So just want to show you these 2-3 laps, which will really show you a bit of overtaking and someone overtaking me kind of a bit fast or a bit aggressively, and then how I go about it. So I found this interesting. I hope you do as well. Okay guys, time to show you the two best laps from that second last session. I think it was a 1 minute 43 or a 1 minute 44, something like this. So hope you enjoy this. Okay, hope you like that one, guys. Now it's time to talk about the last session of the day, and it's a bit of an interesting one because I make an absolute catastrophic error. Now, I always say to people to save their energy for the last session of the day, because you will see in this one, the track is pretty much empty except for 2-3 bikes. And, you know, drink water before your track day and on the track day. Try not having any energy drinks and obviously keep yourself fit. But in this one, I'll obviously show you the two best laps, which was 1 minute 43 and a 1 minute 44. But I think the ideal lap time, which I think the ITM was right in the end, the ideal lap time was a 1 minute 41. So there is potential to have a 1 minute 41. I just need to put my head down next time and do it properly. Now, most importantly, in this particular session, I make an absolute massive error and I nearly lose the front, and I will tell you why once you come back. So here's the last session. It's a bit long because I show you 2 extra laps, but I hope you enjoy that. Okay, welcome back, guys. Now there you saw how unbelievably I nearly lost the front. What really happened there was I got carried away by overtaking that blue bike, which I think I was struggling to overtake for the last 2-3 laps. And that guy was really quick at some quick sections, and I was quite quick at some slower sections, or vice versa. And anyhow, so once I overtook him, I kind of over revved the engine on gear 4. Normally on that back straight which goes up, I'm on gear 6, and then I come down by 3 gears to take that corner. I was on gear 4 and I didn't realize or didn't look at my dash because I was so busy overtaking this guy, because I really wanted the next 2-3 laps to be absolutely free in terms of kind of the track. So I was on gear 4, over revved the bike, and then I came down 3 gears, which I normally do when I'm on gear 6. So that led to me being on gear 1, and the bike just became completely unsettled. And this is a massive tip for everyone, guys, and this comes directly from Dean Ellison. One thing, and also Jackie Stewart, because that's something to do with all Formula 1 stuff. But when Jackie Stewart was, there's a famous video of him training for Francois Servet.
Braking harshly here, you brake a little quietly, nice and gentle. Just touch them, you know, make them feel. You know, don't jab the brakes, because if you jab the brakes, if the suspension goes down, the whole car changes its character. Be nice to it. Touch the brakes. Allow the car to stay as level as possible.
So you should never unsettle a car or a bike on a racetrack, because then you've got double the work to do. And this is a great example and a massive tip from Dean Ellison, never to unsettle the bike before a corner. And that was a great example what I did, and I made a huge mistake. Somehow stayed on the bike. You know, I think I've got the art of staying on the bike. Touch wood, 2 years, no crash. So, but, you know, massive mistake. But I overtook that guy, then overcooked it. So it's a bit pointless overtake, really. So not very good. But yeah, hope you liked this whole event, guys. I'll leave you with some footage. But thank you so much for watching my videos. And I really appreciate it, because I know they're so long. It takes a lot of your quality time. But that's why I request everyone to watch these films, track day films, on a TV when you're absolutely free with a beer or a wine or a coffee or a tea in your hand. So thank you for your support. Really would appreciate if you would like the video. I don't really shout out about liking and subscribing too much in the middle of the video, but if you like the video, more people who kind of like track days get this video on their YouTube timeline. So look after yourself. Thanks for the support. Take care, guys.